All right, so cool here is with Brandon from the Mendel Experiment. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. Just getting my day started.
Oh yeah, busy day for you today?
Yeah, I got a couple of interviews, got to check in with the doctor. I blew out my hip about 2 months ago. I'm on a bowling league with our bass player, and I pulled something real bad.
Jesus, that's not good.
Yeah.
So for those that are checking this interview out for the first time, they're getting to know all about the band. This is called the Mendel Experiment because why don't you actually explain before I go into details?
Well, the Mendenhall experiment is exactly that. It's my literal experiment of can a dude with cerebral palsy create a band, write a record full of songs. I'm gonna take that band and elevate it to a national level of success. And I think we've pretty much done all that. Now it's just trying to stay relevant,
Right
just like everybody else.
now, from what I understanding from my reading, is that at first you were having issues with your left side. There was some kind of paralysis and things like that.
Oh yeah, I was born with cerebral palsy, so for anybody watching this that doesn't know, cerebral palsy is a neurological disorder. It's something that I was born with. I came out of the womb with it. And liken it to somebody having a stroke and losing function to, in my case, would be the left side of my body. So it affects my speech, it affects my left hand, it affects my gait and the way that I walk. So I walk with a limp, and we've kind of marketed that. Like my whole marketing scheme is limping ain't easy, you know, just kind of lean into, the bad hand of cards that have been dealt in life and take a negative and turn it into a positive.
Now, how did you teach yourself how to play the guitar?
So because my left hand doesn't function like your normal person's hand would, like all the traditional chord shapes were extremely difficult for me to play. So even when I got my first guitar, it was a struggle trying to figure out how I was going to make it work for me. And a friend of mine suggested that I look into like, drop tunings. I was in open tunings because I read an article about Keith Richards. So that's kind of where I started. And one of my guitar techs was like, for the style of music you create, you need to drop it. So I dropped it to drop C, and I've been there ever since. So that allows me to like play what they call flat chords. So I can play a chord anywhere up and down the neck as long as I'm tagging like three notes. So I play all my chords like inverted, and that opened up my ability to like write songs and use my songwriting knowledge to put the band together.
Now, what was it like when you first started forming the band, getting the band members together? How did that
It
process go?
it was searching Craigslist, having I had like 6 or 7 demos at the time, and I was just like, okay, I got some tunes, and I want to find band members to fill it out. So I was like searching on Craigslist, doing the whole internet thing, a little bit of word of mouth stuff around Los Angeles. And it was a big trial and error, basically. Like it became a big revolving door for a little bit until we found the right people that fit and wanted to stick and really believed in not only the music but the message of wanting to raise disability awareness because of my particular situation, and also our bass player Nathan is partially blind and partially deaf. So together we we use the band as a vehicle to raise disability awareness worldwide.
You guys actually made it to the finals for one of the last Battle of the Bands for Warped Tour, is that right?
Yeah, that's how we got signed. We should have won that competition, but unfortunately I think it was reset and we didn't win, but we came in second, I guess. But there was people in the crowd from the record label that signed us, Lucid Records, which is a Southern California imprint of Universal Music Group. So even though we didn't win the competition, we won the war, so to speak.
There you go. Definitely. And the latest single you guys just put out is Say It, is that right?
Yeah, we just got Say It last Friday. It's off of forthcoming EP, Chasing Ghosts. Chasing Ghosts should be out sometime July, August this summer, and we're really excited, dude.
Now, how does touring work for you? Are you able to go on long tours or is that too hard on you?
Oh, touring is like my favorite thing to do on this planet, dude. That to me, like getting out and playing for the people and traveling, like I love it. I would be on the road like 10 months out of the year if I could get away with it. That's the goal.
Right, right. Now, do you have any shows planned for the summer? What's going on with you?
Yeah, we got we're looking to book we got a tour on the books from July 10th to July 20th. It looks like it's gonna be a West Coast run. We're gonna finally play California, which we took almost a 2 year hiatus from playing locally in California. So we're gonna play Los Angeles, we're gonna play San Diego, we're gonna do a bunch of shows in Texas, we're gonna hit Vegas and then all the way up to Arkansas and back. Um, we got a big gig out there that I can't really let out of the bag yet, but something big for us in Arkansas. So we built like a whole tour around it, and if everything lines up, we're gonna drop Chasing Ghost uh before we leave for that tour, so that it kind of lines up as support.
Awesome. Now, after everything wraps up, you're doing the short run of touring, you're putting out the EP. What's next for you?
We got we're looking to do a tour in September, and then we'll close out the year probably with a 2 week tour in the end of October, early November, and then we've got one follow-up single that we're holding to kind of drop after Chasing Ghost kind of dies down. And then I think 2025 is the first half of it is going to be taking all the new music that we've created and figuring out like what we want to record, what we want to release, and then more touring, dude. I love
Awesome.
playing.
Now, for those that are watching, they want to follow up, they want to know more about the band, they want to check out the new singles, get the EP, find the tour dates, where they go, what do they do for everything?
Uh, the Mendenhall Experiment.com. It's your HQ for everything Mendenhall Experiment. It's all there. Please go check out the documentary, Mind Over Matter, if you guys haven't heard of it. If you haven't seen it, it's a documentary. Basically, Sumerian Records dropped it for us, and it curtails my whole life story, how I made the Mendenhall Experiment, how I got signed, how it all came together, and all the big names that have come in to support us.
Awesome, man. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and hopefully, I hope to get the chance to meet you and see you in person one day.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Take care of yourself.
Take care. Peace.